Merry meet again, everyone. We are going to go into the tarot part of the Astro Tarot report. And I do have Temperance here. It's representing Jupiter and our full moon in Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, I couldn't spit that out. If you watch the astrology, you know why I can't spit that out. We're having issues. All right, and then I have the Lover's card, which represents the Sun in Gemini. Now, I'll put this up there, and I'm going to leave that out because it flew out like that. We're going to do a full moon spread, and I'm going to use the tarot cards, and then I'm going to use the fairy deck. I'm not going to count those because that was a lot that came out. So I'm going to use the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle deck, and then I'm going to use the Divine Feminine. I'm not going to count that in because of how that happened. So let's look at our illumination. What is no longer hidden? What is going to be illuminated for us? Oh, goodness. Yep. All right. And what will be released? Okay. And what is the transformation? Usually I don't do things like this, but I don't like to always do that. I like to choose the cards. But the cards seem to really be talking today. So this is what's transformation. All right. And the card on the bottom is the Eight of Cups. And this is about a completion. This is about, you know, you've worked on something hard, you've got it built, and now it's time, you know, it's just, you're kind of done with it. It's time to walk away. Now, let's read into this a little bit more. So we have Temperance. Temperance is about slowing down and allowing the process. This is a major arcana card, of course, and we can see the sun back there. We can see, and the sun looks like a crown. And the water, she's got her toes dipped into the water and one on the earth. This is being in touch with our emotions, but in a grounded way. The white is like representing purity. And this water you cannot fully see, but the water is flowing up. So this is telling us that, you know, there's a way. We all would love to just manifest something right, you know, out of thin air. We would like it right now. We are in a world that greatly wants instant gratification. And, you know, we can see this more and more every single day as things go on. People love instant gratification. But, you know, sometimes things take time. There's stuff going on that you're not seeing that has to prepare the road before you. And then we have the Lovers, where the conscious is always tapping in and connected to the subconscious, and the subconscious is always connected to the divine. Always tap into that. And this is what flew out of the deck. Now, this is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is this card. We just studied this in the tarot class I'm doing. This is a great card. And it's one of showing the process. What I really love is they all have a book in their hand. So they're all studying and finding wisdom. And the Wheel of Fortune is about a shift. It's about a change, meaning that there is going to be a change that's going to come to you, that you are going to have to make some decisions over. Okay, and next we have the Illumination, which is the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card, is all about finding guidance within. And it's about getting quiet, unplugging, and that's exactly what I was talking about in astrology. It's about unplugging and going within and finding the answers within. This could also mean like a teacher, some kind of spiritual teacher or a guru or such. Could be coming into your life, but for this reading, this is going, the illumination, which is no longer hidden, is that, you really need to find the truth for yourself. You really need to find your own wisdom. If there's something you're confused about, something it's not kosher with you, it's telling you that you need to pull back, take some time to yourself, go for a walk in nature. I always say that because that is where we can connect very good to earth and as well as ourselves. Just pull back from society, go be by yourself for a little bit and listen to your own voice. Sometimes our inner voice can be crowded out by other people's opinion of how we should live and what we should think. So we have to really pay attention that if our thoughts and what we believe is ours or is it someone else's. And now what we need to let go. This is the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands, a page is always a bringer. He's always a messenger. And, he's sitting here, he's looking at his wand, and you'll see the feather in his hair. He's on a barren road, and there's 3 pyramids in the back. There's a blue sky. He's crowned in blue, so he's crowned in wisdom, and not only just wisdom, but the wisdom from the High Priestess card. So with this card, you see how he's looking up, like, what is next? He's looking forward, as in what is coming up next, what is in the bigger future. But with the Page of Wands, what we're seeing here is a person who is very resourceful. Now this is a messenger too. So we can also say this is a person that is really quick to respond. Emotionally though, emotionally out of love or anger, and we have to release that. We don't always have to act immediately. So this card, Jupiter's reminding us that, hey, while the good stuff is great, we must temper ourselves so we don't go overboard. Now this is earth and fire together. So this is very consuming. Now, with the Page of Wands, this is called the Princess of the Shining Flame, or the Rose of the Palace of Fire. And the number 7 is on here. So, or the number 7 is connected to this card. So this is about a seeker as well. And that stuff that we need to really release and what we need to let go of is stopping reacting so quickly, right? We need to stop. We need to take in account of what's going on. We need to understand that, things happen for a reason. And, yeah, sure, there's other things and other factors. But we always have to, gather up our knowledge, make sure that we have what we need, make sure we have what we need, that the wisdom that we need in order to make the decisions that we need to make. The transformation is getting ready to emerge is justice. Now, justice is holding the balancing scales along with the sword, ready to defend the word, truth to the biggest extent. And she's got her sword ready, so she is going to she's going to defend the fairness. What is fairness? Everyone has the right to be, well, when you're thinking of law, everyone has the right to be represented in a fair way, right? We've seen a lot of people get punished for crimes they did not commit. Now, this card number is 11, and this rulership is Libra. So this is about bring harmony. Libra is about harmonizing in relationships. So, and this is the ruler of balance. It also governs legal action and contracts, settlements, that sort of things. And this also goes with marriage contracts, some kind of intended union. But this is also saying that, you know, this is supposed to represent the goddess Themis. So, or as well as the goddess Ma'at, which is the goddess of truth. So transformation is that there is going to bring a harmonious energy around. So I can see here that there is changes. There is change. There's shifts that's coming around. Are they good or bad? Are we going to cycle up or are we going to go down? That depends on us. We need to make those decisions to stay in touch with our higher self, with divinity, so that we can, you know, make the best decisions for us. That means going within, finding our own truth. And if we need help, you know, go to that person that can help you. Go to that teacher, that guru. If there's someone that is very knowledgeable on what you're trying to do, go to them and speak with them. But here, given this, I really feel that it's something that's going to be very personal. So some of you may be even in a relationship where, you know, you've been working hard. You've been in a relationship for a while, and you know, you're not really sure about some things. Some things have changed. Maybe you've had some shifts that's going on. So, you know, you need to take some time to yourself to figure out, you know, what you want to do. Don't act too quickly, and you know, when you are not acting too quickly and acting responsibly, you can bring more harmony to you. There will be righted here. Things will be righted here. So with this, with all of this, this is saying to me that, you know, the individualization that is really big in our astrology is really hitting us here. It's really telling us that we need to find out, you know, our truth. We need to discover our inner light, because as this wheel is changing, there's constant changes all around us, but there's a shift. There is a definite shift in things, and we can't go off the handle. We can't go off the handle. We have to learn how to temper ourselves. This is about acting sometimes impulsively. And, you know, for some of you, if you have been in legal trouble, this could very well say that you will soon hear the results from your legal action. I do hope that it's going to be in a good way, because it depends on your actions, though. It depends on your actions in the past. It's going to be definitely one that's going to be emotionally charged. We have justice here. We have temperance here. We have, this is a major arcana card. This is major and this is major. So this is stuff that's really going on. There's some kind of a movement that is bringing a balance more over to you. The purple curtain that's behind her is stating to us that there's other hidden things at work. there's other things that are going on behind the scenes that will help us out. So I want to get our fairy deck really quick and see what our fairy has to say. Give me just a moment. These decks. This one's a bigger deck, and I tell you, it's really hard for me to shuffle this regularly. I hate bending the cards, but you know, it's just so hard to shuffle and so cumbersome shuffling like that. I like these smaller cards because I can really shuffle easy with them. Seems like there's more coming out too. Let's just see what the fairies have to say. Fairies, can you give us some insight on this reading? What insight do you like that? Would you offer us? Fairy tales, letting go, detachment, moving on. Do another one. Adventures, discover, travel, and meeting destiny. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So here we go again. It's about letting go. Letting go of a dream, letting go of a fairy tale, letting go of maybe some kind of ideal that you had in your mind of how things are supposed to be. And, you know, that's really hard for some of us because, you know, we always have this projected, we start down this path and we think, oh, I'm going to live happily ever after. And we have this ending in our head, the way that we think things should work out. And they're not quite working out that way. So we should understand that, you know, okay, it's past. We can let it go. See, she's letting him go. She's letting him, she is coming out of the mud that's holding her back. And this is about releasing things that keep us in bondage. This is not necessarily a person. Okay? This could be, you know, usually we'll say, you know, it's so used a lot, and I say it too, but toxic, it could be something that, you know, is not really healthy for you. Something you're moving away from that's not really healthy. It's keeping you down in the mud. It's keeping you weighed down. So, and here you see the rose petals flying in the air, if you can see that. Through there. The winds of change have come. The winds have changed, have come. It's time to move on. And Barnabas and the prince, this is about adventures and discovery, travel, and meeting destiny. And, you know, Jupiter is about that. Jupiter is about exploring and finding truths and wisdom and travel. Very expansive. This is really saying that there's something out there. This may be short travel, it may be long travel, but there's something that's, you know, you are meant to do. You're meant to move. And it could just be something of you moving forward, you know. This justice, this placement will allow you to let go and to move forward into better things. And it's something that, you know, major arcana, I kind of refer to that as, those are the, it's like the karma cards almost. It's what's happening. It's what's happening. Let's see what this is. I'm just shuffling the divine feminine. We have Sarada Devi, the divine mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Now this is very, very interesting because this is a 19, and 19 is 9 plus 1 is 10, and 10 is a 1. That means the individual as well as the whole. And this is an 11 that goes to 2, but 11 is also a very it is a universal number, meaning that the number 11 is all about universal, and like it says, destiny. It's about, this is something that must happen. So yeah, so we've reached the end of something, and when we get to the end of something, you know, many times we are carrying a lot. right? When we know something is, we're at the end of something, is that it's like a huge load that we're carrying that we need to release. So the Divine Mother is Sarada Devi. She's reminding us that of unconditional love. You know, our heart chakra, she has the red on here. The red is about passion and, you know, really tapping into our heart chakra and, you know, really allowing ourselves to feel that love. Absence of judgment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How many times? Stop judging people. Stop judging people, especially if you've never went through something. That's not your place. Ooh, I've had 3 that flew out, so I'm going to take these. Our first one is Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. And isn't that beautiful? As above, so below, as within, so without. The heart chakra, love, and she's anchored. And then we have the cosmic egg. I've never pulled this one before. It says, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, for some of you, I really feel like you have released yourself from, maybe this is something that you're tied to. You've been tied to emotionally, something that you really cared for. Maybe your values have changed. So it's just reminding you that, you know, we don't have to seek outside of ourselves to find love. We are that. We have to find that within ourselves first. We have to have our wholeness, our individuality. We can't always seek outside of ourselves. And that's one of the downfall of us, especially here in America. We seek things outside of ourselves. And these ladies here are saying that it's within you. It's within you. This cosmic egg, well, the cosmic egg, it says, holds the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love. And this is about creation. You hold the force within you. You hold creation within you. What do you want to create from your life? Wow, guys. Wow. I'm just going to kind of spread this apart. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so this is I could go really deep into this, and you know, I'm not doing personal readings right now because honestly, I don't really have the time at the moment, but I hope I will be starting those up really, really soon again, because I feel like somebody is needing some clarification from this. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to, I'm going to pull from this deck. I haven't used this deck, and this one's been calling to me. So give me just a moment. I'm going to grab this one really quick. And this is the Messenger Oracle, this one right here. And I just want to get a clarifier just to see, because I feel like there's something else here. I feel like there's another message here that we need to get, that we need to receive. There's something else here that's coming through because, yeah, let's just see what this says. Be without malice and love that you are different. Again, okay, I see what this is. Oh my goodness. Maybe some of you, again, this is going to go, I won't go into that. But this is, again, be without malice. This is in number 4 on this card. 4 is, represents our building blocks. So be without malice. This is be peaceful. You don't always have to be ready to fight. There's so much anxiety and stress that's just in our world right now. We don't have to feed it. We don't have to feed it. We can transform it. We can we can transform these energies and make them, or I guess transmute them into better energies. And it's love that you are different. This is a beautiful picture. I don't know what this little animal is, but it is very, very different. And you know, we are all unique. We all have our unique energetic expressions that we came here to express. And this is not conforming. How boring is life if we're all dressing the same, all being the same, all this, all the same? I cannot stand that. That is just, it goes against every artistic little piece in me. So again, this is really about tapping in and finding your own truth and wisdom and seeking yourself. Stop looking outside of yourself. You know, don't react, don't go off. Just because somebody is trying to argue with you or trying to start something with you does not mean you have to be an active participant. This is a messenger too. So he's looking up here at justice, so he could be bringing a message of justice. Now, if this is a person, the page can be a person. It's going to be a younger person. They can either be male or female, and they will be a younger adult. And justice here, so it seems here that this is bringing about more of a harmonious type of energy within you. Shifts are happening, and you're really having to do some thought, do some introspection about, you know, what it is that you truly want, what it is that you value. You have to let go of the Hollywood, the illusions. That is Neptune in Pisces. We have to let go of the illusion, and we have to, you know, we have all these we have 3 planets that are in Aries. So there's a new beginning. It's time for us to set out. We have Jupiter in Aries, guys. Jupiter in Aries. It's time to move. So remember, there's a lot of creation that is within us. There's something that wants to come out, or ideas, maybe expressions. Nurture it, love it. The Divine Mother here tells us that unconditional love exists within me. Stop being so judgmental on people. You know, we mind everybody's business too much. People stay online minding everybody's business too much. They don't mind their own, right? Take care of your own back porch. So, yeah, this is wonderful. And don't worry about judgments either. Don't worry about judgments. You know, there's some people that are like that. They will never, ever, ever look at their own back porch. They will always look at other people. Don't worry about them. Be peaceful with it. You don't have to always be combative. You don't have to always, you know, take out your sword and be ready to fight. You don't have to always be that way. You can just relish in who you are. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm going to close with that. And went over just a little bit longer than I wanted to go. I wanted to make this kind of short, but this is really saying a lot. This is really saying a lot. And yeah. So I'll tell you what I'll do for this reading and this reading alone. If I will do a giveaway on a reading if someone wants that. Would y'all like me to start doing giveaways, things like that? That sounds fun. So, okay, I will go for now. And I thank you all very, very much for watching and listening. I will put this on the other ones where you can just listen to it. Although, you know, guys, I have issues uploading these to like Spotify and whatnot. But this will be on the video sites that I have. Yeah. Remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I will be doing a giveaway soon. So hang tight. Merry part till we merry meet again.